EFF and MK, basically it was just the old ANC, right? It was just the old ANC. Those people who are voting for EFF and MK right now used to vote for the ANC. This is the podcast of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get. What you don't is better yet. It's South Africa speak, make just regret. And if you haven't subscribed, you've made a bad bet. Now, like and subscribe and get ready to get into a deep dive into the podcast vibe. Now, the government of national unity. Okay, I was asking myself, where do I start with this thing? So, when was it? Was it Thursday? I think it might have been Thursday or something. So, we're waiting for the president to address us, right? We're waiting for this guy. We've been waiting for this guy. I want him to tell us where we're gonna go. Because here's the thing. ANC got about 40%. DA about 22%. MK, where's MK? I think they're about, I forgot, like 14%. And the EFF, of course, 9%. And like, we're asking ourselves as a nation, like, where do we go from now? Where do we go from here? And we're waiting for this guy to come and address us. The guy says he's gonna address us at 8. And we're waiting. And it's 8. I'm still watching the news. I was like, is he addressing us yet? Like, no. Okay.
2 hours later.
Apparently, he starts at 10. Bruv. When you bring up news at 10 p.m. at night, man, it's usually bad news, man. It can't be good news. So this guy comes in and he rambles around a bunch of topics. Talks about a bunch of things, about we should come together as a country. Yeah, a bunch of cliches that they try to put the country back together. Those type of things. So we're waiting for this man. And then at the end he says we're gonna enter into a government of national unity.
We have therefore agreed that we will invite political parties to form a government of national unity as the best option to move our country forward.
And the thing that I found out is I found myself with more questions than answers. Like, what's a government of national unity? I didn't the thing is when it comes to politics and the law, if you think you know those things, man, you're lying to yourself, man. You don't know. They just create those things as they go to. They also don't know what they're talking about. So I was asking, what's a government of national unity? So apparently, we've been through it. Right after apartheid, that's what we got into. Because we had Nelson Mandela and the FWD. We've also had those guys from apartheid. They were helping around, apparently. I think they were stealing. Apparently they were there. So he finished with his address. But the thing is, what we were expecting was coalitions. That's what we were expecting as a country. Because that's what was talked about. We were expecting coalitions. We're okay, are they gonna go with, is the ANC gonna go with the DA, or is it gonna go with the MK or EFF? What are they gonna go? And again, they come up with something else. But I'd say it's a smart thing by the ANC. Why? Because look at it this way. If they went with the DA, bruv, everyone would be angry. Every black guy who still supports the ANC is gonna be angry, right? And if they went with the EFF or MK, FF and MK, basically it was just the old ANC, right? It was just the old ANC. Those people who are voting for EFF and MK right now used to vote for the ANC. So it means that you're just gonna take more members from the ANC. So it's like that. So they were in a tough spot. So they were okay, you're asking me to choose. This is what I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose all of you. It's a bit playerish. So they went with everyone else. So in this whole thing, government of national unity, apparently everyone, every party is pitching in. They're all helping each other. Apparently that's how it works. So but we're gonna see how it goes, because when you're leading, leadership is a form of movement. A movement is nothing but just a bunch of ideas just put together, right? So if you have a bunch of ideas put together, and it's a bunch of groups with some similar ideas but with some different ideas, right? So the thing is, like, they're always gonna be at odds when it comes to the ideas in which they differ with. Just like, okay, let's say the EFF and the DA, right? Fundamentally, those political parties, they don't agree with each other on a fundamental level, because, like, we want the land, right? We want the land, and they want to protect the constitution as it is, but we want to amend the constitution so it can serve us, because the constitution doesn't serve the majority of the South Africans. That's the truth right there. So they're trying to protect that thing. So, like, as this movement goes, you're gonna see, cause, like, it's not good or it's not bad. It's not good and it's not bad. It can be both. It can be good, but it also has the possibility to be bad. Let's talk about the good that can come out of it. Okay, the good that can come out of it is, like, you have diverse opinions. When you have diverse opinions, usually the best one will make it, right? Or the loudest one. Sometimes loud bad ideas make it. So it can be good or it can be bad. It's like a salad, bruv. If you put a mixture of things together, man, and especially if people disagree on a fundamental level, bruv, it's like I don't want to talk to you anymore, bruv. If we disagree to the core, let's say we can agree on small, even if we agree on small things. Let's say okay, I like grape juice, right? Let's say Hitler liked grape juice too. There's a flavor that we agree to. I mean, it's a stupid thing that I'm showing you guys, but other parties don't have much to dictate. Like the EFF. I mean, the EFF failed in these elections, bro. The EFF failed miserably. 9%, not even above 10, not even 10%, man. Jesus, 9%, like, bruv. So out of the whole country, 9% of the people agree with your ideas. Man, that's terrible, man. That's terrible, man. That shows, bruv. They have a lot of things they have to figure out, because some people, and I also think it's kind of like this too, like Julius Malima's ideas of, like, bringing Africa together, those people might not sit well with a lot of people, as much as we'd like to say we're Africans before we're South Africans, because some people say that, like myself, I say I'm African before I'm South African, because South Africa is more of an idea. Of course, Africa is an idea too, but Africa is a bigger idea than South Africa, right? So we want to bring the whole continent together, right? We want to bring the whole continent together. We want to bring Africans together. That's what we want. But the thing is, like, there's a bunch of xenophobes, man. And when there's this bunch of xenophobes, man, and it's not only the thing, it's not only the xenophobic part. The thing is, like, people are just, but we're just paranoid, man. We're just paranoid. We're not sure what it's gonna bring. The thing is, like, as much as I care about the other people, I care a lot about myself too. I want to make sure that I'm good before I reach out to the other person, right? It's like that. People are selfish beings. So we want to care about ourselves before we go and care about other countries. So if you go on and talk about other African countries before you serve your own people right there, people are going to be worried. Not that they don't care about, like, other Africans. Even those who do care about other Africans, they want to make sure that we care for them first. Right? Yeah. although you care about your neighbors, you have to care about your own family first. That's how it goes. So we see how it goes. But they have a bunch of things to figure out, man. And yeah. So when you're the best podcast in the world, they don't call you the greatest podcast, they call you the podcast vibe. Subscribe if you can. Until next time.